Hi once more. It is your boy Bonolo Choge, the founder of Lunatic Education. And in today's lesson, we will be focusing on interest. So firstly, we know that the interest has simple interest and compound interest. So I'm gonna make you two examples, one simple interest and two compound interest. And I hope this lesson makes you understand interest in an easy way. So this is our first example, which is the simple interest. We're gonna be working on 36 months, but because the interest rate is 7.8% per annum, and per annum simply means per year. So we're gonna take this 36 months and turn it to years. So as we all know that a year has 12 months. So we're going to do 36 months divided by 12, and it is going to give us 3 years. So we'll be working on 3 years, and our principal amount is 6,350. So we're going to be calculating the interest for this principal amount. This is the first step. You're going to take your principal amount, 6,350, times the percentage, the interest rate you are given. The interest rate is 7.8% over 100. This is going to be your answer for year one, 495 and 30 cents for year one. Year one. So year two, same calculation, 6,350 times interest rate over 100. Same answer for year two because it is a simple interest. Don't forget. So the answer is also 495 and 30 cents for year two. Year two, year two. And also year three, you're gonna use the same method because this is simple interest. 6,350 times your interest rate over 100. Same answer. 495 and 30 cents for year three. The next step you're going to take is to add all those interest. Interest one, interest two, and interest three. You add them all. So you're gonna simply say 495.30 a times 3 years because the period was 3 years, or the period is 3 years. Your answer is 1,485 and 90 cents. That's your interest. So you are not yet done. You need to add your interest to your 6,350 principal amount. So 1,485 and 90 cent plus 6,350. Then your answer is 7,835 and 90 cents. That's simple interest, guys. Simple interest is easy. Simple interest is simple. So now we go into compound interest. We're gonna use the same example we used on simple interest. The period is still 3 months, which is 3 years. Interest rate is still 7.8% per annum, and the principal amount is still 6,350. So for first year, this is what you're gonna do. 6,350 times interest rate, which is 7.8% over 100, and it is going to give us 495 and 30 cents. So for compound interest, this is here we're not done. We need to add it to our principal amount. So we're gonna say 6,350 plus our interest for 95 and 30 cents. For 95 and 30 cents. Answer is going to be 6,845 and 30 cents for year one. This is for year one. This is for year one. Year one. So on year two, we're no longer going to use this 6,350. We're going to use this amount, 6,845. That's how compound interest works. So we're gonna say 6,845, 30 times our interest rate, which is 7.8% over 100. Answer is going to be 533 and 93 cents. 93, 93 cents. So don't forget, we're going to edit today's principal amount. So we're gonna say 6,845 and 30 cents plus 533 and 93 cents. And your answer is going to be 7,379 and 23 cents. That's your answer for year two. Answer for year two. This is year two. Year two. So now we go into year three. We are on year three, and we're no longer going to use this principal amount. We're going to use this one principal amount. So for year three, we're going to say 7,379.23 times our interest rate plus our times our interest rate, which is 7.8%, and our answer is going to be 575.58 cents. Don't forget to add it to our principal amount, which is 7,379 and 23 cents plus 575 and 58 cents. Our answer is going to be 7,954 and 81 cents for year three. Now that's your compound interest. This is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest, the principal amount stays the same and the interest stays the same. You see 6,350 interest 495 and 30 cents. Like so on so on. This compound. This was the first principal amount and the first interest. But the second principal amount was not the same as the first principal amount because we added the interest to our principal amount, which gave us 6,845 and 30 cents, and used it on the second year. So on, so on. You see here, 6,845, and we got 533 and 93 cents. We added it to our principal amount, which gave us 7,379 and 23 cents, and it gave us. Oh, we also used it on. We used our final amount on year three. So this is how compound interest works.